What if I told you the biggest investing mistake most Canadians in their 20s and 30s are making isn't picking the wrong stock? It's not crypto, it's not memes, it's not even panic selling. It's something way more normal than that. A lot of people think they're being responsible while they're doing it. The real mistake is waiting too long to invest because you think you need to know more, earn more, or save more first. And in Canada, that feels understandable. Housing is expensive, rent is brutal, wages often don't feel like they go far enough. So people tell themselves, I'll invest later when I have more room. But that's the trap. Because life is expensive now, and life usually finds ways to stay expensive later. There's always going to be something, a move, a wedding, a layoff scare, a renovation, a car repair that feels personal. So the mistake isn't usually mathematical, it's emotional. Investing feels confusing. It feels risky. It feels like something other people understand better. That's why people become very productive around investing, without actually investing. They watch videos, read articles, compare platforms, debate TFSA versus RRSP like they're negotiating a peace treaty. Meanwhile, nothing is invested. And that delay is expensive because investing growth doesn't move in a straight line. It compounds. Your first dollars are often your most powerful dollars. Not because they're bigger, but because they get the longest runway. That's why someone who starts small at 25 can end up far ahead of someone who waits until 35 and contributes more later. The biggest edge young investors have is not brilliance, not prediction, not luck. It's time. And time is the one thing people waste most casually. So what should young Canadians do instead? Stop thinking investing starts when you feel confident. Confidence usually comes after you begin, not before. You do not need to know everything. You do not need to predict rates. You do not need a secret strategy from a finance bro in front of a rented Lamborghini. You need a simple plan you can actually stick with. Open the account, use the right shelter, invest consistently, keep costs low, stay diversified, and keep going when the headlines get dramatic. Because there is never going to be a perfect moment when the news says everything is stable, predictable, and emotionally relaxing. That moment does not exist. The better skill is learning to invest while the world still feels messy, because it always will. Your job is not to be a perfect investor. Your job is to become a consistent one. A consistent investor still feels uncertain sometimes, still sees scary headlines, still wishes they had more money, and still invests. That person usually wins, not instantly, not dramatically, but quietly and then all at once. So the real mistake is not being reckless. It's being too hesitant for too long. You do not need to become a market genius. You just need to stop giving your best years away to hesitation. Start small if you need to. Start imperfectly if you need to. Start confused if you need to. But start. Because in investing, early and imperfect usually beats late and brilliant. Every single time. If this hit a little too close to home, you are definitely not alone. So let me know in the comments. What do you think stops most Canadians from investing earlier? Fear, confusion, low income, debt? Ooh. And if you want more videos about money, investing, and building wealth in Canada without all the boring jargon, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Because the goal here is simple. Make better money decisions without making your brain hurt.